welcome to this update video. I hope you're doing great this morning. And so we're going to be talking about what is going on across the Atlantic with focus being on the Caribbean. However, I want to delve into the other side of the world because in Taiwan, there was a very strong earthquake, the strongest there in around 25 years. So it was estimated to be around a magnitude 7.4 shaking. And here are some videos showing the moment the quake struck. And unfortunately, more than 800 people have been injured. Many are still trapped in rubble, and 9 have been killed. So it is a very, very unfortunate situation right now for Taiwan. And also hundreds of buildings have been damaged and over 20 have collapsed. So that is the developing situation right now in that side of the world. And Taiwan is located offshore China, and the earthquake prompted a tsunami warning for parts of Japan and the Philippines as well. But eventually that tsunami warning for Japan was lifted. But the quake, the main quake, did so much damage, and there have been so many aftershocks. And I mean, Taiwan is located in the Pacific Ring of Fire, where there's a lot of seismic activity happening. So my thoughts and my prayers are with the people of Taiwan as they're going through this horrible situation right now. Heading back to the Western world. So we're taking a look at the satellite imagery here, and we can see a couple of systems moving through that front exit in the U.S. Lots of thunderstorms moving out with it. And there are some other older frontal systems out there, and lots of activity we're seeing in parts of Africa along the intertropical convergence zone. As we zoom into the Caribbean region, so over Trinidad and Tobago, even Grenada as well, there's been some substantial rainfall in some areas. So as forecast, as I was talking about days ago, that has come to fruition. There's been some well-needed rainfall for Trinidad and Tobago, and that is going to continue today. There's likely to be some additional showers. So you guys can let me know in the comments what's been happening for your area. But as we head further to the north, the northern Caribbean and over in the west for Central America is very quiet right now. Maybe a few passing clouds and a brief shower, but nothing more than that. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the rainfall forecast for today from Euro. So part of Florida is cut off, but as I said, there's that frontal system moving out that is going to be bringing with it some thunderstorms. Those gale force winds are kicking up in the Gulf, by the way, and also some decent rainfall is going to be likely across the Sunshine State. And then as we head to the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, should be quiet for the most part, much not expected today. It's a beautiful day to go out to the beach or just to enjoy some fun in the sun. And then for the Northern Caribbean islands, a few showers may loiter around. So Cuba, the Cayman Islands, Jamaica, some parts of Haiti and the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, and sections of the Lesser Antilles. Of course, that rainfall chance is much higher as we head to the vicinity of Trinidad. So there could be maybe up to an inch of rain at maximum, or just under an inch of rainfall. For northern South America, some areas will be active as usual, parts of Colombia, Venezuela, potentially the Guyanas, although some areas have been dry. And for the ABC Islands, much rain is not expected today. San Andreas, Providencia should be on the dry side, and most of Central America. But some showers may loiter around parts of Panama, Costa Rica, going up to Guatemala, Belize, and even Mexico as well. But for the most part, there isn't a major weather system that's bringing any significant rain to much of the Caribbean at this time. Typical April weather, but eventually we're going to be seeing more precipitation in the region later this month, headed to May, when the rainy season really kicks in for some areas. Wind forecast. So winds are going to be kicking up in the Gulf with that frontal system making its way out. Some of those gusts could be up to 40 or over 40 miles per hour. But generally across the Caribbean region and parts of the Bahamas, those winds may be up to 20, potentially 25 knots. That's going up to around 30 miles per hour thereabout. And then as we head into this evening, winds are likely to kick up in the southeast for the ABC Islands, Windward Islands as well. But most areas in the Caribbean today likely to be on the breezy side. And so guys, this is a look at what Euro is expecting as we're going to be heading into near the end of next week. So interestingly, Euro is showing that a frontal system is going to be making its way out, and the tail of it may break away, and then airflow pressure may form. Eventually, we could see subtropical development. So here we're seeing this 1011 millibar low pressure system forecast for next Friday. Now, preseason development is not at all impossible, but I really think the best chance of seeing development would be in the month of May. And May is currently the month, the off-season month, with the most occurrences of preseason development. There have been around 50 tropical cyclones in the month of May. April, I believe that's 7, and the last April system was Arlene, I think back in 2017 on April 19th. So it's been a while since there's been the last April system, almost 7 years now. Let's see if this is going to come to fruition, but Euro is the only model showing this, but I'll be watching for any consistency and I'll keep you guys posted on it. And should we actually have development taking place? This is the list of names for this hurricane season. First on the list is Alberto. So let's see if Alberto wants to make an early entrance for this year. I think that is most definitely possible and even likely, provided the sea surface temperatures are already well on their way above average, and it's only going to get warmer as we head towards summer. So yes, guys, I'll be keeping you posted on this. I'll be watching for any consistency. And we have seen multiple systems like this being forecast by models, but eventually we don't actually see development. And as I said, Euro is the only model showing this. But my channel is here to keep you updated as usual. So that's it for right now. And I really do hope you found this video to be quite informative. However, if you have any questions, do feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll respond to you when I can. And remember to always be weatherwise.